Some instructors want to use their Canvas gradebook for a little bit more interaction with Canvas. And one thing that's very popular is for instructors to use Canvas for their quizzes because it will grade them automatically. So right now, this quiz number 1, number 2, number 3 are all just assignment names. If you want to actually put a quiz in Canvas, click on the plus sign here. And we're going to add, from this drop-down menu, we're going to choose a quiz. And we're going to call this the quiz 1. And put a due date in, for example, here, and you can put your points in here. The more options button will allow you to actually just set up the whole quiz right now. So let's click on that, and this takes you to the quiz setup place. So you can put your instructions here, whatever you want to tell your students. You can decide here if it's going to be a graded quiz, or it's going to be an ungraded, or it's going to be a practice quiz or a survey. And you can also decide to shuffle your answers if you want to have a time limit to allow multiple answers and things like that. Lots of things you can decide at this point. So, and then you can start adding your questions. So you can click on add, again, the plus sign, add a new question, and you can decide what kind of question you want it to be. Lots of options here. So you can actually just start setting up your quizzes here and then choosing the correct answer with the green, and then updating the question that way. So you can make your quizzes inside of Canvas right away. And then I'm going to just save this right here and go back to the assignment page and show you this quiz is here. And this has a circle. This means it's actually a quiz, this little bullseye thing. And you can see it's not published yet, so students can't see it. And I'm going to keep it unpublished maybe until I want my students to see it, and then go ahead and click on that and publish it so the students can see it. So you can now set up actual quizzes inside of Canvas very easily. The other assignments, right now, they're just blank assignment names. So if you want to have assignment 1 have some instructions with it and tell your students what to do, you can click on the assignment and you can click edit and tell your students read chapter 1 or whatever you want them to do with this assignment, and then there'll be, and you can decide here if you want them to, no submission means you're going to read it offline. If you want them to hand it in online, many instructors are going towards this because you can just automatically grade it that way. If you're going to have it be an online assignment, you can have it be a text entry where they're answering you. You can give them a website URL. They can answer you with a media recording or a file upload. You can check all these if you want. And then you can update the assignments. So you can actually make the assignments within Canvas very easily this way, looking at your assignments page. So you can modify them that way, and you can decide what you want them to do and give them instructions. Whenever you add an assignment, we didn't talk about this in the first part for the easy additions, but there's options. You can add an assignment, you can add a discussion, you can add a quiz, an external tool, or make it not graded. So a discussion is also a great thing to use to engage your students with material in your course, like that. You can say more options, and you can set up your discussion right here and respond to whatever you want, and allow threaded replies so students can talk to each other. Maybe you can choose to have them post before they see other people's replies, and then you can save it. So there's lots of options within that assignments page to set up different kinds of assignments for your students. So keep that in mind when you're using Canvas for your gradebook. It doesn't have to just be the names of the assignments, but you can actually put some assignments inside of the Canvas gradebook.